I want to use today's post-Cabinet press conference, though, to touch on the arrangements with the Deputy Prime Minister during the period of absence that I will have with my baby. Not intending to leave early, but one should always be prepared. As you know, I intend to take a leave of absence for 6 weeks. Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters has agreed to be the acting Prime Minister during this time, although I don't recall of much choice being involved in the matter. While it's no different than other times because of the public interest in these particular arrangements, I've set them out in a letter with Mr. Peters, which we'll be making publicly available to everyone. Broadly speaking, the Deputy Prime Minister will exercise the function and powers of the Prime Minister in consultation with me where appropriate. And as I say, it's no different to any time that he would be acting Prime Minister in my absence, for instance, for overseas travel. Minister Peters will manage the day-to-day business of the government, including chairing Cabinet, the Cabinet committees that I would usually chair, which include the Appointments and Honours Committee, the Cabinet Business Committee, the Cabinet Priorities Committee. He'll also be answering questions in the House, as is usual practice, responding to media queries that are directed to the Prime Minister and attending official engagements where he might be available. I will continue to be consulted on significant matters, and as I say, we'll be circulating copies of the letter and will happily answer any questions about it today. As I say, though, we see these arrangements as no different to the kind of consultation and dialogue that we have already as Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. I will take the opportunity, just as a preemptive strike against any questions I may be asked, around the royal wedding. The couple have said that they are incredibly grateful for the goodwill showing to them since the announcement of their engagement, and they've asked anyone who wishes to mark the occasion that they consider a donation to a charity rather than sending a wedding gift. Of course, given New Zealand's close contact with the royal family, our connection to the royal family, we have decided, as we did with Prince William and Catherine, to make a donation to mark the occasion of their wedding. With the agreement of the royal couple, the government will be making a donation of $5,000 to the New Zealand charity Pillars. Pillars is a charity I have known for some time. It does amazing work with the children of prisoners and their family in whānau to achieve generational change, to support those children for better outcomes for them and their family. Both Prince Harry and Ms Markle are very supportive of organisations working to improve the lives of vulnerable children and young people, and we're very pleased to mark their wedding in this way. Of course, I wish them all the very best for their special day on Saturday, which also happens to be, I understand, the 30th anniversary of Pillars' establishment. All right, happy to take any questions. Yeah, sorry, Jessica. Yeah. Oh, look, of course, those instinctively will be well known to the Deputy Prime Minister and myself, as we already operate on that basis. But significant political or strategic issues or of public interest, of course, equally, I'll still be receiving Cabinet papers, Cabinet Committee papers, so I imagine it'll be dialogue both ways. I may from time to time call the acting Prime Minister and he may choose to call me. But as we've set out in the letter, they are those that we see of political significance, national significance or strategic.
Is this unprecedented? Why did you need this behaviours out contract?
It is. That is absolutely not what this is. This is a response to the interest that the media has shown in what is otherwise a usual routine practice of a Deputy Prime Minister taking the lead when a Prime Minister may, for instance, be offshore. It's just simply this is a slightly longer period than otherwise might be as per usual.
But this is unprecedented, isn't it?
The media interest in something that's quite common is a little more unprecedented. Well, of course, also the fact I'm having a baby while in office is. the actual activity of the Deputy Prime Minister taking on the acting role is not unprecedented.
The only reason you're issuing this contract to the Deputy Prime Minister is because of immediate interest.
Well, as I say, this is all set out in the Cabinet Manual. There is already guidance on how this operates. We've already undertaken these kinds of situations in the past. The only thing that's different is the length of time. There has been a lot of questions, so for the sake of clarity, we've been quite happy to put out what is our usual functioning way of functioning out in the public domain.
This is unprecedented, though, Prime Minister. This is fairly unprecedented. No Prime
Childbirth is not, but yes.
No Prime Minister has ever taken maternity leave whilst in office. How does it feel to be doing something that no one else has done?
Ask me after I give birth.